More now on that breaking news out of Houston. Bail has been set at $10 million for the second suspect accused of murdering a 12-year-old Texas girl. Johan Jose Martinez Rangel appearing before a judge just a short time ago. He and Franklin Jose Peña Ramos are accused of murdering Jocelyn Nungaray. Ramos's bond also set at $10 million. Both crossed the border illegally from Venezuela this year and are now being held on ICE detainers. Nungaray's body was found floating in a Houston creek last week. She had been strangled. The 12-year-old's murder calling attention to the recent crimes committed by migrants who have entered the U.S. illegally. News Nation's Robert Sherman live for us from Houston. Robert, what just happened in court?
Yeah, court just wrapped up a few minutes ago here, Natasha, in which you had the family of Jocelyn Nungaray inside. As you can imagine, it's been a very emotional week for that family, and court ending on an emotional note here today with family members, one family member in particular, trying to address Johan Martinez Rangel emotionally, tearfully, as he heard that he was being faced with a $10 million bond. That was the ruling that was given down by the judge here today. So as you can imagine, this is a case that has caused a lot of emotion for these families here. That $10 million bond being set with the concern in mind from the judge that there is a fear of flight, with the prosecutors just moments ago telling us that they believe that they have found evidence that that particular defendant, Johan Martinez Rangel, was scheming away to leave the country. Take a listen to this.
We have gotten into Martinez Rangel's phone and found evidence that he was searching for ways to leave the country once his image was released to the media.
There's another element to all of this here, Natasha. Of course, the two defendants in this case, both in the country illegally. A concern that the judge articulated is something that he's seen in the past, is where defendants could potentially post bail, go to ICE, go through the deportation process, and then be deported and leave the country, never to return again. That's a big part of the reason that you've seen these bails being set at $10 million. Natasha?
Understood. And Robert, do we have a sense at this point what is happening next?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that are still ongoing behind the scenes here, Natasha. One of them is that investigation is still taking place. It's important to note here is that as this stand, it's being charged as capital murder, but as things stand right now, it is not a death penalty eligible case. Now, that being said, that could possibly change as that investigation continues on. A couple of things that prosecutors say that they're looking at is possible evidence of kidnapping or sexual assault that could possibly upgrade the charges here and make it death penalty eligible. As things stand right now, that is not the case. But things are proceeding forward in those investigations and analyses still taking place behind the scenes. Natasha.
Okay, Robert Sherman live in Houston in that courtroom. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.